I want to talk about crony capitalism versus real capitalism. Most people believe that the United States of America is a capitalistic economy. But if you really look at the way our country runs, it's really run by crony capitalism. Crony capitalism being capitalism where people receive favors by government, or political figures are involved and they give a certain government, businesses favoritism over other businesses. And a good example of that would be Walmart. Walmart receives a lot of political pull, lobbyists, people that are in government that will do whatever it takes to help Walmart. And if Walmart succeeds, the local business person doesn't succeed. I mean, that's been proven over and over again. If Walmart comes into the community, they pretty much will wipe out the local hardware store, wipe out the local grocery stores. And Walmart is a corporation. They don't think about the person first, they think about the profits first. They think about how to grow the company, they think about the shareholders, and they do whatever it can to make that effect happen. They'll gobble it. That means going and getting politicians to do what they want them to do, to spend money for politicians to do what they want them to do. That is crony capitalism. And that's the way most of our government or system of commerce today or business works in this country. And a lot of people mistake the crony capitalism for liberalism. They say a lot of the things that happen in our country that are negative about the jobs leaving, about the low pay scales, about the people not doing as well as their family or their father or grandfather did. They blame it on liberalism. The big conservative talk show hosts, they really paint the picture that all the ill things that have happened to us in our country is all because of liberalism. But they never talk about the crony capitalism. They never talk about how these corporations are sucking from the people, and they're actually international companies now, and they'll go wherever or do whatever it takes to make a profit and not think about the wages, think about how it's weakening our country. They just take, and they're soulless. They're without any kind of soul because they're run by people that are holding corporate office, CEOs, CFOs, people like that are running these corporations. They don't really care about the average everyday worker, or they care as little as they have to care. They care as little as they're forced to care by whatever government's there to protect the worker, or whatever government's there to help people out. That's how much they care. But people blame everything on liberalism, whereas liberalism does have a soul. It does actually consider people, and it does consider maybe the lower end people, and it does try to help people. That's my opinion. It could be, I know I get a lot of people mad about that. But to me, the real evil in our country, the real evil in our structure is the crony capitalism, because that's soulless, and that's money that consumes everything, and that's money that takes precedence over all else. If you have a job that can be done cheaper in another country like China, we're going to have it done in China. If we move into a community and we take up all the other businesses by shutting them down because we can sell it cheaper or do it better, or sell it cheaper, not necessarily sell it cheaper, but we can undercut everybody for a while, then maybe put the prices back up once everybody's out of business. That's crony capitalism, and that's what's bad about our country right now. Make no mistake, Donald Trump's not a capitalist. He's a crony capitalist. And the things that he does is exactly what we don't want to have happen, that he says he wants to eliminate. Crony capitalism takes the jobs away, it doesn't add the jobs. Crony capitalism lowers the standard of living, doesn't raise the standard of living. But Donald Trump comes in and says, yeah, that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to bring the jobs back, and he's going to raise the standard of living. But when corporations take over, corporations run by people like Rex Tillerson, what they're doing is they're only driven by profit, so they don't care about anything but profit. And as Donald Trump becomes president, he's putting more and more people like that into office. More and more people that are driven by profits and not by people, or not by trying to make America great again, like he always says he's trying to do. These are people that are driven only by money, and that's what they're doing. They're going to come in, he's given them strong political positions, they're going to come in and they're going to do the thing just the exact opposite of what we hoped for them to do, or what Americans thought he was going to do when he got to be elected president. They're going to come in, and it's going to be crony capitalism. If you want to see an example of that, just look at Carrier. The deal with Carrier was crony capitalism to the max, even to the point that Sarah Palin recognized it. Sarah Palin, one of the first supporters of Donald Trump, really come out and publicly and came out against the Carrier deal because she said it was crony capitalism, and she was correct. As much as Sarah Palin is incorrect, she's correct on this one. She got this one right, because what it was Donald Trump coming in and making a deal with Carrier. There are thousands, maybe tens of thousands, of manufacturing companies in the United States. Why does Carrier get the deal? Why does Carrier get the benefit? Why does Carrier get the tax breaks? And why does Carrier get paid to keep 1,000 jobs in the United States? Because that's crony capitalism. And Donald Trump empowered himself by getting elected president in this crony capitalist type of environment. And that's what Donald Trump's all about. He's about crony capitalism. He's not about helping the small town local business. He's about helping out the Rex Tillermans of the world. Tillerson's. I always get that guy's name wrong. I think his name is Tillerson, CEO of ExxonMobil. That's who he's in favor of. That's who he wants to put in office, or in high political positions, high key positions. So they can make these deals with the massive corporations in this country that are lowering our standard of living, that are making Americans not be as, do as well as the previous generations. A guy like Tillerson is going to be doing those kind of deals, and he's going to be making America not great again, but he's going to be using America and the economy of America to drain us of stuff, drain us of our economic power that we've had in the country, in the world. He's going to drain you of the good jobs. He's going to drain you, because they look at everything internationally. They look at things, if you can build it cheaper in China, we're going to do that, because that makes the shareholders more money. That's all this guy's mind is geared for, is making shareholders money and making himself a lot of money. That's the one thing that you can't overlook in this. When you have crony capitalism, the people that benefit the most in it are the people that actually, are in those political positions to benefit these companies. That's why they do it. It's all about helping, the bros out, so the bros can make more money, so the bros can take advantage of the middle class and lower the people that don't make as much money, the people that are forced to work for these companies for less and less and less. That's what it's all about. These are the people that benefit in the crony capitalist system. So make no mistake. A lot of times people blame liberalism for a lot of the problems, economic problems in this country, but I believe it's more about the crony capitalists that have caused the economic problems in this country. It's not about the liberalism, although liberalism's got its faults. It's been painted to be the bastard child of our economy, but it's not. It's probably more the crony capitalists that the reason that where most people aren't doing as well as they'd like to do, or living the standard of living they want to live. So Donald Trump's a crony capitalist. He's never ever said anything different than that. He's painted himself as the great white knight for capitalism, and people have believed him and thought that he's somebody that's going to make America great again. But he's just not going to make America great again. He's going to make America great again for him and his crony friends that are crony capitalists. So anyway, I appreciate you watching. Thank you.